So I was pulling up Twitter from a different browser. You know what I mean? Like when you're
Ooh,
not your normal one, and it's like
yeah.
it's
It's all bad, dude.
jarring. First off,
It is, dude. It's
first off,
like,
day mode
yeah,
when you're not used when you're only used to lights out.
yeah.
Like when you're and not I'm not talking dim. If you go dim, you're the worst. What is dim? You know what I mean?
I think I'm on dim.
Are you on dim?
Yeah.
Get the stop it. Are you kidding me? Lights out, dude. That's just
Yeah.
it. But dude, day mode, nonetheless, when you go
Yeah.
from lights out to day mode, it's seriously like Saving Private Ryan opening scene.
Yeah, it
Where it's
is.
like,
Yeah.
"Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
come on, man. You're
Yeah.
like, ah, ooh. And yeah, like the fucking shrapnel flying. You're like, ah,
Yeah.
man, you're trying to scramble. Is it settings or display? I don't.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever accidentally change it with your hand on the
Oh,
fucking on
sure.
the with the thumb? And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Yeah, he's like,
I
yeah,
know.
because there's that flash bulb or some shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Feels like
Twitter's
a flash
wild, dude. It's
bang.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
nuts.
dude. Yeah,
I don't understand it.
yeah. Me
But
neither.
nonetheless, we regret to inform the listeners that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away.
R.I.P.
All right. RBG.
R.B.G.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude. How perfect? Like,
We haven't been able to record because I've been literally shaking. No, it's
this is
yeah.
the timing is so, bro. What the fuck? This is so. This is just one of those things that like everyone said was gonna happen, and it happened, and like no one can even admit that. You know what I
And
mean?
it's Trump's fault.
It's Trump's fault.
Yeah, that she died. Yeah.
This is. I love how this is like Bernie's revolution was a little too strong for everyone, but now that our RBG died, the libs are for sure revolting. I was like,
Oh my
it's like,
god.
what do they mean by that? Like, what are they gonna do, dude?
It's gonna be like a
Yeah,
Showtime documentary. We captured the liberal revolt, and it's like
yeah, dude.
literally like
Yeah,
35 focus group attendees, and
yeah,
that go out to like Capitol Hill and start screaming. Like
yeah,
that's all it's gonna be. It's not
yeah.
gonna do shit.
What's
It's
the
it's gonna there's gonna be about 10 book deals from that.
Oh
Like
yeah,
those
dude.
people, you
Yeah,
know what I mean, and some more Sarah Cooper chicks and shit that
yeah.
come from that.
I
But
told you about my mom. I showed one of our like super lib fucking like neighbors growing up is like I guess like extreme resist Trump like type now,
oh
and
boy,
my mom's like open Facebook and I was just chilling with her and she's like, should I text RBG to 35355 to stop the Supreme Court? I'm like, how are we gonna text? Yeah, the
yeah,
Republicans are gonna like see the light, and
yeah. What is this?
because
Ryan
you
Seacrest on
texted her.
American Idol? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What
And
the?
if you liked Kelly, vote
Yeah,
text 455 to 1-800
dude.
idol.
Bro, didn't she have cancer twice, like 10 years
Oh
ago?
yeah. Yeah, she was working on a three-peat, I thought.
Oh
But
my god, dude.
uh,
Yeah,
but no, she so
dude.
there was an article and I will find it.
Isn't it?
I
I'm
wanted
just
to
sorry.
bring
I
it
have
up.
to say, like,
Go ahead, go off.
this is literally like mainstream individualized pop feminism is the reason that women's rights are destroyed for generations now
Oh
because like
shit.
one woman didn't want to retire. Like you can't tell her to stop working. Like that's not cool. That's
Oh
not.
yeah.
It's like it's not about that. It's
You
not
also
about.
can't tell her to get to work like AOC, right? You can't tell her to
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
work.
yeah. Yeah, I just think that's funny. Anyway, like how it's just a
Yeah.
perfect. It's so exemplary of our time of how you literally like one person's selfishness just killed it for the
Exactly.
like an elected or a non-elected official, not even elected, dude. Just yeah. But anyway, yeah, and she's cool. Like I do think I don't know. I'm not. There's people that are like crazy anti-feminist. I'm like not that, and because like she was the one. She's the reason women can have credit cards now, which wasn't a thing until like
God
the
damn
mid
it.
'70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like there is shit that like people like don't remember. It was pretty not too far along.
I don't know. That
Dude,
was the first thing that came to
yeah,
mind. No, you know, like
dude,
80% of men are like,
yeah,
okay, this is good. Like, yeah,
yeah,
that's,
yeah, dude,
that's
yeah.
funny. That's a classic,
No,
like
what's
guy,
the
like old 80-year-old guy joke where it's like
yeah,
Jeff Bezos. He's got a package on my porch every day.
yeah,
I go
yeah, yeah,
outside.
dude,
What is this woman doing? Like,
yeah.
and
Dude, what's the her Colin Kaepernick takes though, or
oh,
spicy
they
though,
were
huh,
spicy.
dude?
Yeah, It was basically
Yeah.
like a Tucker Carlson take. Like it was just like,
yeah, dude.
no, it's big headlines and everything,
Mhm.
and it didn't get pumped by CNN and stuff like that. But it was
Mhm.
she was like, it's dumb, disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Supreme Court, which the idea, before we even get to the idea that we have a Supreme Court
Yeah.
fucking sucks. Like, I'm sorry.
Dude.
No
Yeah.
one is like, only liberals are Supreme Court stands too. Like, even
Yeah.
Republicans are like, yeah, I get why it's so important, but they're like, it's fucking stupid anyways. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they want to pump it, right? Because they're Republicans. But
Bro, liberals love it because it's the only reason, it's the only card they have to get you to vote. It's like they can put out the shittiest candidate, and it's the last line of defense of like, think of the Supreme Courts, bro. Think of the Supreme Courts, and it's like, and now we don't even have to do that. There's no. Did you see that clip of Biden being like, where he's like, should voters know who you're going to elect? Would you elect a progressive? He's like, I'm not saying I would or wouldn't, man. He's just kind of like, I don't even know. It's like, no, you don't need to worry about that. It's like when there's a
questionable looking woman, like, Joe, would you hit that? I mean, like, she's like kind of like ugly, and he's like, I'm not saying I would or wouldn't. I mean,
dude. Yeah. And now, dude, Trump's going to do like a Latinx extreme conservative woman of color. He's like,
oh god, and it's gonna suck, and it's gonna be like, wow, responsible for 7 drone strikes in the last calendar year. You're like, oh, sick,
great,
and that's
dude,
what's
it's
gonna
fucked.
happen.
It's fucked, man.
But I think Trump. The shot clock's on Trump right now, and I think he's trying to hit a buzzer beater.
Yeah, he's trying to
I
fade away.
It was like supermarket sweep, the fucking shit. Like, I think he's kind of, they're gonna try. I'm not sure they're gonna do it, honestly.
Dude, they're gonna do it.
You think they? Well,
100%.
I mean, I think there's 100%. Gonna be okay. Yeah, Mitch McConnell. Yeah.
Or if they don't do it, it's because they did some bullshit political back deal with Biden, where he's gonna do something like just as bad, or you know what I mean? Yeah.
He has to. He picks their person. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It's just gonna what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Like, sure, I got you. No problem. But it's gonna exactly happen. But yeah, just the idea that we have a Supreme Court, right? That it just like undermine. It's able to just fucking oversee everything.
Dude, it's the
And then it was I've been thinking about this all week. Like I said, I don't have the extreme like. Do you see how the light got on me when I was about to get like crazy?
Yeah,
wasn't that nuts? I was like, fuck, this is like Bruce Almighty. And and so like when you hinge, let's say that, and again, I'm not even like fuck her, like I don't even care, like because I do think she actually did things for women, and you know what I mean, like that's
she slaps like legitimately,
and her replacement probably won't be better. That's the thing. Like, dude. Like it's the reason I still don't regret actually voting for Obama. I mean, I should have probably just not voted, but like, I don't. I mean,
Sotomayor is the best one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, John McCain, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was that type of thing. Like, where it was like, okay, I don't want John McCain. That's not good. Like, you know what I mean?
Evil, dude. Yeah.
Realize there wasn't as much difference as you thought, but still, and
so no one knew. No one.
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do the lighter up thing, make a joke here and there. I hear some people like saying some on like the far, like the left, where you're kind of like, damn, dog, like, all right,
it's pretty nuts, dude.
All right. Oliver Holes, all right, but you're just sure. And so you see you saw those, right? But anyways. What I'm getting at is, like, let's say that she was the liberal version, what liberals think she was, just this queen, right? Like, can't replace her, anything like that. Well, you really thought that she was going to just hit 90. You know what I mean? Like,
in stride.
Like, it's seriously like bringing back someone like if somebody never got rid of their aging quarterback that won like a few Super Bowls a couple years back. It's like, they're clearly awesome, right?
Yeah.
And like, they've had like 7 shoulder surgeries. Like, they've often tried throwing with their left. Like, hey, maybe I'll switch to lefty. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting to that point.
Trying to run the ball when they can't, when they're not a running QB.
Extend the play, and they just grab their Achilles after.
Pocket collapses
wave
on
the
them.
Trainer, like, it's one of those. And you wave the trainer over. All the defensive players are like, no. Like, they grew up watching you as a kid.
That's
my favorite. 5th birthday at his best game.
But his jersey, man.
Exactly. And then I don't even remember him in college. No,
dude,
but
she is an aging quarterback, dude.
Well, so I'm saying you had that, and you were running that when really in the draft there were probably quarterbacks you passed on every time that could have come in, like during the Obama administration. They had control. They could have put anybody they wanted from 2009 to 2011 in her spot. Just said, hey, go out. Like, she could have gone out strong. She didn't do anything good when she was old.
No, and she,
you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't
dude, she was a moderate centrist. It's and what's crazy is that the cult, there was a cult, there's like the Trump cult that forms around that dude, and there was a cult around. I read an article. I think it was like
there
Mother
still
Jones
is. They're still going
shit.
strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like before, because I think like 2, 3, 4 years ago or something, she fell and broke her hip or some ribs or some shit.
Right.
Which is like the number one way old people die, right?
It is.
And then like that incident literally inspired someone to write a book on like how cool she is and why this isn't a big deal and stuff. And it's like, dude, I saw the best tweet, dude. The best tweet I saw was the one COVID death that won't be counted. It's facts, dude. Facts.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, if they drummed up a story where they're like, she had it and beat it and then died of cancer. Like, you know what I mean?
Dude.
But there's a right-wing conspiracy that's going to come up, dude. There's going to be the right-wing conspiracy. And I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet, but it's like, like the deep state just pillow smothered her like fucking 2 months before the election.
Yeah.
Because they saw the polls were like not looking in their favor. And now even women have to, in their eyes, women now, even if they're not liberal, have to vote because it's women's rights. Like now I have to, because now the Supreme Court's fucked. Like, and Joe Biden is the only one that can save us. But I'm gonna laugh so hard, no matter who wins, if the white woman vote still is 56% Trump.
Oh, dude, yeah, for sure.
How funny is that gonna be, dude?
Jesus
like
Christ,
twice.
Yeah. Or it's higher all of a sudden,
67.
Dude.
67. Like, it's like, he's fucking sick. My husband's a pussy and hates him. It's just
this whole thing, this whole thing is so fucked, man. Like, it couldn't have gone, like, we're pretty black-pilled, but it couldn't have gone worse. Like, any of this shit couldn't have gone worse. Like, all throughout this whole year, this whole last 2 years. It's pretty hilarious when you think about it. Yeah. But yeah, dude, 67%, dude. But she's on her like third Tommy John surgery, trying to like, exactly.
Exactly. And then like the doctor, like it's the one where the doctor finishes Tommy John and then brings the folder out and sits down with the family outside. Like, he's got to stop. Like,
outside of the room.
First off, I gambled on him the other day. He doesn't cover. They don't cover.
Yeah. Facts.
But,
dude.
Exactly. So, I don't know, man. Like, it's tough. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not the type of person like that was just like, fuck her. I'm fucking glad she died. Like, I don't even care. Like, it's like she died.
Oh yeah, it's not.
I knew what was to come. Like the sequence of events to come, where you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. It sucks when people are like. I don't think it's cool to criticize anyone when they. It's not cool to like talk. It's not cool to like celebrate when someone dies, really, like anyone for the most part. But it's not like her decisions are beyond critique politically at this moment of like not retiring, right? But no, they didn't do it. It wasn't incompetence. They did this because they don't want any. This gives the Dems are always looking for an out, so they don't have to do shit. That's basically the whole game. And so this is just another one of those things. They're masters at that shit. Mm-hmm. It's manipulative, and it's
and signaling. It's another signaling thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, like it's just another. It's like a Swiss Army knife that they have now. Of you know what I mean. Just certain. Oh, the corkscrew is the. You know what I mean. Yeah, it's. Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just ready for this to be over, man. I'm just tired of this shit.
It's not as fun as I thought it would be.
No, dude. It's
now. If we get the debate, I'm back in.
Oh, I'm in, dude. Dude. I'm opening up a bet on that shit or something, dude.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's
not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah,
we're not getting
beta, dude. Beta, fucking.
I know Joe Biden, and I don't. Yeah, exactly though. Like it's do it, man. Fuck. Like if you're that confident that Trump is
dude.
That's the thing is they have this whole thing like he's not even like what is this guy about Trump?
Yeah.
Like can you believe it? What? Who'd say that? Like but it's like dude, why won't you just let him run himself into the ground?
Yeah, he falls into every trap, bro. Like every trap he just falls into. It's so funny. It's so like you couldn't have picked a better guy just to every one of Trump just sets it up and he just I love it, dude.
I know. It's like fucking Tom and Jerry or like
did you see that, like, Did you see that QAnon style post? It was like some forum, like 4chan type shit. I just saw a screen. It was like it's probably bullshit, but it was funny. Like, honestly, where's the lie? But it was basically some guy was like, yeah, we're all working on the Biden campaign. A lot of us from Bernie's campaign. And it was just like, he's definitely on Alzheimer meds. Everyone on his campaign is saying they're scared of being Seth Riched. You know, they don't want to be Seth Riched. Yeah, like,
that's funny.
like, yeah, exactly.
Like that, like that's in The Office. Like said the guy saying it, like, I don't want to be like Seth Rich, huh? Like, slamming the copy thing shut.
Yeah. No, apparently, like,
you know what I mean. I don't want to kill myself. Yeah. I don't want to kill myself. The guy's just like his tie's all fucked up and like loose and shit. He's like the guy with the messed up hair in The Office, like the QAnon guy.
Dude, imagine working for the Biden campaign. Oh my god!
I know it
Jesus
sucks.
Christ.
Right? Yeah. And what's funny is,
yeah,
exactly. I've seen, like, Sean McCarthy said it, and it's stuck out with me. And I've always thought this, but he's really right when he says this. This is like the least important election of all time.
Yeah, 100%. It's
the least.
Yeah. It's
if you're talking about material change, change, like
nothing,
want the country
going to
change because literally liberals want it to be basically 2009 again.
Yeah.
That's
fucking
what
like
Mac Miller. It ain't 2009 no more.
Bailouts and shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, dude. It's it's the least important one, masquerading as the most of all time important one. You know, that's the funny thing about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And everyone's just burnt out, dude. No one gives a fuck anymore. They pretend to care. The percentage that really care, like, what do you think the percentage is of people that like our moms that are like, we have to get Trump out? Like, honestly, what do you think that percentage is that are like extreme, like, crisis?
Well, there's people that literally say that.
Yeah.
That are just like, fuck, we need this guy out of here. But they won't do anything, right? Like,
yeah.
The people that are actually going to do anything, it's like nothing because there's no one phone banking. That's the joke on the left.
That's the thing.
Right?
Yeah,
like, it's kind of like, why don't you just go phone bank for bikes? Stop talking to me. I already said I wasn't going to do this.
Yeah.
I already said it's not happening.
Go get those votes. Yeah, go get those. Yeah.
Call the fucking, because you don't have anything to phone bank on. You don't know anything about Biden. All you're going to do is, can you believe that Trump said this and Trump said this? And they're like, yeah, that was funny. I liked that.
Yeah.
That was, like,
no, this is the pinnacle of this shit. And I think I love the takes. We got to get Biden in there, and we're gonna protest him every fucking day. You're not, dude. No, you're not. You're not gonna do shit, dude. Like, stop. Yeah.
It just the simple logic, like order of operations of that. It's like, I hate that guy, and I hate that guy. I'm gonna protest that guy though. Oh, because I hate him. I really hate him, but I'm gonna protest him after I elect him. And it's what?
Yeah. I don't know, man. And it's just like. I do think Trump displays fascist tendencies for sure. I think, but it's weird. It's a different. I don't know, man. Like, that word is just so strange these days.
It doesn't exist. It's not a real word anymore,
bro. And it's fascism is when you can't criticize politicians on Twitter without getting disappeared.
That's the Tim Dillon take. That's my favorite. That is the number one killer of that theory.
It's like literally everyone hates it. Like, rhetorically, the entire media apparatus is against him, except for Fox. Like, who gives a fuck about Fox? You know?
Yeah.
It's like literally. So stop. Call it something else. You know? It's just weird.
You just don't like it.
Yeah. Like, you just don't. Yeah, dude.
Like, you don't like the president. Like, and you really don't like him.
You don't like the president, and it's the first time for all you mofos. Like, you didn't know about the Iraq War. You didn't know about all the Dems carrying water for that. You didn't know about the Patriot Act. You didn't know about 9/11. You didn't know about any. This is the first time you've ever had to care. Because the dude is like a rude TV show host that tweets,
and you don't have to dig deep to find stupid shit he's done. You know what I mean? Like, it's on display. Every dumb thing that Trump has done, we know about.
Yeah,
I guarantee. How many people know about, like, the Obama imperialism shit? Like, actually know about it?
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, and just going to, like, my mom's like super apolitical, but she's watching MSNBC every night now. And when I go out there, dude, it's crazy. It's so. Dude, and she can't. She's like, I like it. Don't you like Maddow? Like, don't you? She's just so. She got to get in here. I was like, nope, hate her. And she's like, why? Why would you hate? And then she was like, these guys, Jason Johnson, the black dude, the MSNBC, he was on there, and she's like, these guys are just. I was like, nope, he sucks. He's terrible. And she's just like, stop talking to me about this dude. I'm like, if you bring it up, I'm gonna tell you my opinion.
That's the problem. Like, with me, I'm just like, let's just not talk about it.
Yeah.
Like I know I won't get to you. You're not going to get to me. Let's just not talk about it. But then and they're like, okay, because they've always, I'm sure with you've had that one conversation that kind of got like heated, but it didn't have to. And then she's just like, just go away. You know what I mean? Like that, like
dude.
that type of
it's like this
conversation.
Is on, it's like
you've had that, and I've had it too. But
everyone, dude. Yeah.
So you're kind of just like, I don't want to do that again. Like, what did that accomplish? Nothing. You know what I mean? I do this on Twitter every day for people I don't know, and I don't want to do it to my mom. And so you'll see that happen, but then they'll still sneak in the conversation.
Yeah.
Like my mom was texting me about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I'm just like, yeah, R.I.P. Like, man, Supreme Court's looking scary. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just doing that thing, like, because that's all she wants to hear.
And the thing that you can't. What's so bad? Why are we the bad people for saying she should have retired? We could have had like 50 years.
We'd be a good general manager in the NFL.
Bro, yeah, facts, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Bill Walsh. It's always better to get rid of somebody 1 year too soon than 2 years too late.
Dude, that's liberals suck at politics, dude. They just suck at it. It's crazy. For all the hate Bernie gets, he was crushing it. Like, he was able to mobilize a force and shit, and everything. I'm like, and like, we all have different opinions on that dude, but I think we'd all be in a better mental spot.
No, I would have wanted to win the election. I mean, I don't have that. Like, I don't like.
He's not fucking savior.
I was a bit sober. It's a bit sobering to find out that we probably wouldn't have got what we thought we would have gotten, though.
Oh, for sure. Dude.
Yeah, like, because I kind of was in on that. You know what I mean?
Maybe he had to lose, And
or I just don't think. I think he would have just got railroaded in there. Like, and then, like I said, I've said it before. All the people like these leftists that are kind of just, it's only electoral, you know what I mean? These people that are, it's who's running, I have to support them. That's it. Like, there's no like real kind of theory to it or anything. Like, you can't really talk to them about anything about that. They just want to support like the left of Democrat person, right? Whoever, Charles Booker, all this kind of stuff. But they would have been the ones like apologizing for Bernie when he wasn't done in the White House. And like, for
they would have done the Obama thing.
Like, and it's ironic because we just said, I'm going to protest him. I wouldn't have been protesting Bernie, but I would have been like, no, we got demands that come with you. Your force that you mobilized, that basically we funded you, like more so than any other politician.
With Bernie, it'd be half and half. Half of us would be like, what the fuck, dude? And the other half would be like, oh, he's cool. With like Obama or HRC or Biden, it's like 95-5. You know what I mean? It's like 95% of them are like, it's cool, and then the 5% are like, who the fuck, what is this guy? You know? So I think like Bernie would have been more, but I don't know, dude. It's fucking dumb.
We'll see, dude. And there's, like I said, there were a bunch of things he could have done his first day as president, like federally legalized marijuana, like things, or release the people from the prisons. Like, he could have done things, and I think those would have been more victories than any president has ever done, right? So, well, maybe not any, but I'm just saying, like, just in the first day.
Contextually. Yeah.
So, and the one thing I wanted Donald Trump to do, I was like, okay, if he puts Hillary Clinton in prison, that would be fucking sick. And you know what I mean? And that would be more productive than almost anything any president is. Like, I'd have been like, cool. Because like, then it would have set the precedent that you can like actually put like,
where's the cool shit Trump's done? Where he didn't do any cool shit. That's the problem,
dude. It's bullshit, because it
was all just jokes, dude.
Ironically supporting Trump. Like, not ironically supporting Trump, but you know what I mean.
Dude.
People like doing the fuck that. No, you know what? Not voting Trump. It's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I get what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're doing.
I totally understand.
And I don't care if you do vote Trump, honestly. I don't have that like, oh, fuck you, you're voting for Trump.
Bro.
No,
yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do it.
No. Yeah, I would never vote for him. The thing, I just never, I'm not into burning those bridges, because it's like, we're going to have to, at some point, we're going to have to progress. We're all going to have to be on the same side when the revolution comes.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make everyone, and that's why this I'd pull shit is bullshit. And I don't know, man. I do feel like we've talked about this a lot, but we're all hella class focused, that's our fucking thing. And, it is interesting. I don't know, man. I'll go out to Eastern Oregon or whatever, and it's fucking wild out there, dude. Like, the takes and shit. It is a trip. And
I'm on me.
And I get it. I get the whole liberal thing. Like, these people are extremely racist, and that's the thing I think gets like misconstrued. Like, if we somehow focus on class, that the race thing doesn't matter, right? And it's like, I don't think that's anyone's real position. That's a very small percentage of people. Yeah. And I just think we're too separated. Like, we have these giant cities with all these liberal views, but ironically, they are literally foisted on the back of conservative you know, rural labor, right? And you know, farming and you know,
labor, just labor in general,
metallurgy, and and factory workers and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think, and of course the race thing comes with that, because you grow up in a town that's like all white, you know, everything's separated, and you don't just have those experiences, and your fucking grandparents are racist, your parents are racist, all that shit.
Sure.
I thought of a thing like the best argument against class reductionism that I've heard is like, think of back when FDR was president, right? And you know, it was the greatest economic rejuvenation for the lower class in human history, essentially, right? In recent human history. And it's like there was still crazy racism back then, and it didn't solve that.
Camps.
Yeah. But the, don't you think like aren't like minorities oftentimes worse off today than they were back then economically?
Sure, as a whole too. Yeah.
Even though like on the nose, on the face, racism is like historically at a low, right? Like there is crazy shit with like cops and stuff. You've read, everyone listened to our pod about the George Floyd protests and everything,
right?
You know, but like, you know, it's definitely, we're at a point now where like you definitely like, you know, on the nose racism is like lower than it was in the 50s and 60s, right? Like I don't think that's a controversial,
not the
controversial
Dave Chappelle morning. Yeah, not that.
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Yeah,
and it's like, so now we have this thing where like we're struggling. It's classes becoming a bigger factor and all this stuff. And yeah, I don't know. These are just thoughts I've had recently.
No, you're right. And there's nuance.
Yeah.
It's not like, to me, there's the way I see it is the argument from both sides is not nuanced, and it's like,
yeah.
Right
and
on,
the problem
man.
is these things are literally beliefs in people's brains, like especially old people that are just not going to stop being racist. You know, like it's just they have to die. They have to die. Like some things take like 3 generations to fucking clear out. You know.
Sure.
And so it's like the race thing. We do need to focus on it, and like, you know, and call out shitty behavior and words and actions when we see it. To an extent, like not like, you know, not like I think it's I don't
think we need to kill them with capitalism, though. That's
exactly,
the thing where like you make sure they don't have access to anything or anything like that, and it's like you lose your one source of income and shit like that. I don't know that that's what stops racism. I think that gives you satisfaction in defeating one racist, like which that's cool. You know what I mean?
And this
like,
gets into the whole.
Cool. I don't hate the ideology behind it. I mean, I do, but I understand where that comes from. Like, because it's a low-hanging fruit that you feel like your effort that you put in actually manifested into something, right? Because that's what we talk about at the end of the day. We want material changes, right? That's the only material change, and it's kind of, you know, within a small thing. Like,
and the thing is with individual racism, like shaming and like calling out and all that stuff doesn't work. All it does is entrench people's beliefs. Sure. But with like, that energy should be focused. That like it sucks because like this is like, you know, I'm saying this this is a take way more spiritually advanced than I am, right? Or that I claim to be, right? So I'm not saying that I'm like higher, mightier than anyone, but with like racism, we really need to do, I know it sucks to say, but we have to have like compassion and like patience and understanding with changing. I'm talking about grandma. I'm not talking about like the KKK or anything. You know
or
what
like,
I mean?
or like you're like, even like there's people that are younger where you're like, come on, man, like what the fuck?
Exactly.
You know
dude.
Like,
yeah.
But with your grandma, who can't like? I hate that whole like going to Thanksgiving. My grandpa better not say anything racist. It's like he's going to, and you're gonna sit there silently.
Yeah.
You're gonna do the Jim Halpert. You're gonna do the Jim Halpert faces when Michael Scott's talking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're gonna do those fucking faces, and nothing is gonna change because you actually probably use his $25 birthday gift card that he sends you.
You're not throwing it in the trash.
Amazon. Yeah, you're not throwing it in the trash. So you're still gonna take that. So I hate that whole like fantasy world that people try to like post about. It's the funniest thing. Like, I'm gonna cancel all my racist relatives. It's like you're not.
Yeah.
And if you are, honestly, you ruined Thanksgiving. Like, if you do, no, you did. I mean,
and I don't know. I come from a
holiday, but I mean the actual dinner. Yeah.
And I come from a family where we all give each other space. There are like, you know, there are people in my family that don't talk to one another. My extended family, you know, not so much my immediate or anything. And I understand, and I'm like, you're just dividing the family, and like that's bullshit, you know. But when it becomes a little bit more, I don't know. What I'm saying is that energy, that intense energy of like fuck this shit, we're gonna cancel everyone, should be used for like the class shit.
And go after the elites.
Exactly.
Go after them.
Exactly.
You have to, and it's like, you don't have to sacrifice your identity to do it. And that's the problem. Like that's the thing with that people don't understand about class reduction. It does not require you to sacrifice any of your identity. You can be, gay, trans, like anything. Like you can
have any belief.
Any belief that what you want. The problem is the actual coalition form cannot have one identity.
Yeah.
Or elevate one identity, right? It just can't have that.
Yeah. It's like Michael Brooks said, where it's like, hey, like I'm thinking of, joining your class-based, labor group, but I'm in the KKK. And it's like, nah, bro, we can't have that. We're not about that. We're all about including everyone. And then it's like, hey, I'm thinking of joining your group. And also I listened to this Bill Burr podcast and I thought it was hella funny. And it's like, no, fuck, get out. It's like, you can't do that, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If you're a Bill Burr fan.
Bill Burr went on Barstool Sports and talked to Dave Portnoy 5 minutes after he made a joke about Colin Kaepernick. No, you may not.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Bro, it's so... Yeah, it's just like, come on. I don't know. That's why the comedians are... I love they put that show, Succession, I've been watching on
I fucking love that show, dude.
Where she hooks up with... Shiv hooks up with that dude. And he's like the total Rogan, bro. He's like, oh, I don't have any screens, man. It's like actually the comedians are the ones that give the news now. And it's like, yes, dude, that's like,
dude,
totally
that guy's so alpha. I fucking love that guy. Dude, his house is so fucking funny. Just so on point. Whoever did set design for that house just went insane. Like on that one, that's like every house outside of the college I went to. Like,
Thanks, dude. Yeah,
no, that was great. And Kendall's my guy, man. I'm a Team Kendall.
Bro, I'm all about the eldest dude, Connor Roy, dude.
He's cool. Like, he's definitely cool. I don't know.
Kendall slaps, dude. What about dude? Greg, dude, cousin Greg is my boy.
Yeah, amusement park, bro. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, he slaps. He's the mascot.
Yeah. No, you're thinking of the
Oh yeah. That was season 1.
The other brother. I'm talking about the tall, like the newbie.
Yeah, the one who's like his grand cousin.
Yeah.
Like, he like first meets him to try to get a job and shit.
Yeah.
No, I thought he, for some reason, he was the mascot. But fucking no, I love that show.
That Tom, dude. Beta.
Yeah,
dude. It hurts.
Tom Womskans.
It hurts, man.
She's a beast for not taking his name too. Like, I'm like usually like, you know what I mean? Like, she went Shiv Roy still. Like, she was just like, come on, what did you think?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly, dude.
That shit slaps, dude.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
I must say he saves his last shred of alpha. No spoilers, but he saves it at the end. His last shred of alphadom. He's.
Are you all caught up?
Yeah, I went all the way. Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
And
2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah, and I was proud, man. I was proud of my boy. He could have totally went all the way, but he
dude, I love that party they go to.
In the sand.
That little warehouse party they go to when they're trying to off some steam, dude. That's like my favorite episode, dude.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
When they when he's like, all right, if you have to ask ask her where she was on 9/11, 2001, and if she doesn't know, she's too young.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Exactly.
That's actually. I mean, hey, but
it's good litmus. Yeah.
But so I wanted to talk. I've actually been wanting to talk to you about this for a couple of weeks now, because I actually am doing this for my own educational purposes. But climate change, this is like a liberal weapon that's used against Trump, and it's kind of the one thing in my head where I'm like, is Trump gonna like light the world on fire? Like is that the reason? And I'm not gonna vote for Biden, but is that the reason where I gotta feel a little guilty about not voting? Right? Like is that one virtue, that one thing that's gonna maybe be like why? What is, first off, what is climate change in your mind? Fire them off. We have plenty of time. I don't talk about anything else. I just say what? Okay, let me phrase it this way. What is the liberal packaging of climate change to the American public as kind of like a you better do this, or what is that compared to your actual take on climate change?
I come from like environmental background, and like I'm like an environmental extremist really at the end of the day, and
authoritarian,
and kind of, just more black pill than anything. Not saying that like that's not the exact term. Like, not saying things are hopeless and we can't change things, but the liberal position on climate change, they make it into like a fucking, they make it into like a group project. Like, we got to solve climate change, and it's like, and that, you know what I mean? Like,
everybody join your desks together.
Yeah, dude. No, it's and the thing, like, everyone, the main thing everyone was pissed about Trump for was getting out of the Paris Climate Agreement, right?
PCA.
The Paris Climate Accord, or whatever, and whatever the fuck it's called. And
I drive a clean energy Honda Accord.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah, but
carbon footprint neutralized, buddy. Yeah,
every single environmentalist that is half serious to 100% serious about climate change knows that the Paris Climate Agreement is total neolib corporate bullshit. It's not going to do anything,
Okay.
And then the
what is it?
It's like we have to come together and like get global carbon down below a certain level threshold and get the degree change below a certain level. It's like, what is it, 350 parts per million and like 2 degrees Celsius or 1.5, 2, 3 degrees Celsius, something like that. And it's like, and of course it's all the like, it's like the Gates Foundation and the oil companies, and it's just all bullshit, dude. And it's
they know, yeah.
They know, dude. And so and so like the liberal thing is like, the response is like, well, the climate agreement and Biden and all this stuff, they're not perfect, but it's like at least it's better than Trump. And it's like, my whole thing is like, with climate change, it's like it doesn't work that way. It's not like, it's like, it's kind of like a binary thing. Once the ocean ice melts and we release the methane from the deep ocean stores, it's not like a little bit better is any better at all. It's like literally, it's a fucking nuclear bomb. And well, I will say, like, okay, let me just back up. I don't care what anyone says. No scientist, no prediction model, no anything. We don't know what's going to happen. Don't listen to anyone that says, like, I'm not really into like predicting the future like that. And
I was just working on my own model, but thanks for helping.
Yeah,
release it very soon.
No, and we all know, like, from like the early 90s to 2000s, all the models that they came out with that were like basically panic porn and didn't come true, And it's like, Al Gore's movie is a classic example, right? It's like, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's like, come on, like, I hate exaggerating science for political means, because it's all it does is create more Trump people and people that think it's all bullshit, right?
Oh,
and
dude. Yeah,
and it's and so I'm kind of mixed. Like, I think climate change is more serious than we realize, while at the same time thinking that a lot of the models are bullshit and that we are. It's kind of.
Do you think they're taking a Dixie cup of water to like a huge fire, like with the shit they're trying to do? Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
And as like, I'm plant-based, bro. You know me, right? And
I know, like, you.
Yeah, and it's like the meat thing is hugely uncounted. And the thing about the meat climate change thing is it should be the thing that, like, I eat vegan foods 99% of the time just because that's what I do. I don't give a fuck about, like, it's not like I'm not thinking about the environment every time I do it, or like animal rights or some shit. It's literally just like it's just my habit, it's just like what I do.
This Beyond Sausage saved this much energy, and
I mean, there are people like everybody. Yeah,
I know. Yeah,
tweeting about it and shit.
No, and they ruin it. I'm telling you, like, I like a lot of plant-based stuff, but when I eat it, I think of them sometimes. I'm like, fuck, like,
it's a fucking buzzkill.
Make plant-based foods alpha again, man.
Exactly.
Like, you need a red hat that says.
Well, that's actually my website.
You buy the domain. That's so sick.
Yeah.
You watch Succession once.
Yeah. But no, so like we've dramatically, and it's controversial, but we've dramatically underestimated the meat impact versus the oil and gas impact. And the methane impact versus the carbon impact.
So what's the methane's from the ocean? Is that what you're?
So there's quadrillions, trillions, whatever tons of methane stored in the ocean, in like deep reserves and ice, and like, way down there. And if
by melting it comes out.
Well, melting, and also if the ocean acidifies a couple more points or whatever, more more units, however you want to describe it.
Can you bet on that?
It will trigger a cast. Yeah, I'm long. I did a call option on.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk to my guys at my bookie. Yeah.
But if the ocean thing is the most serious thing, where not even like, yes, sea ice, but the methane, because methane is like way more potent greenhouse gas than CO2.
Right.
And if we release these stores, which would happen all at once, and it would happen like a switch, we couldn't turn it off. You know, we couldn't scrub it from the atmosphere or anything like that. Not with current technology. It would trigger like the carbon. I think we could hang with like another century. Like we could slowly transition, you know. But the methane is the one. And so anyway, yeah.
What does that look? So we don't. I know you say we don't know what happens, but like, what does that look like in the world? Like, what do I open up my door when all that shit has happened? What do I see?
Yeah, I mean, extreme weather, definite sea rise, like real sea rise, gotcha. Just instant change for sure. But my whole thing is, climate change is like I said, it's a fucking red herring, straw man kind of thing for both sides. You know, it's become the thing rather than a focus on like, hey, let's create a livable planet. You know, where we don't destroy 90% of the rainforest, where we don't have 50% of arable land used for some bullshit like, you know, cows roaming around, like just destroying all the vegetation and everything.
Fucking cows, we should kill them.
Yeah, dude. And there's debate, and I will debate anyone that wants to come on here and say we could do the grass-fed thing. I think that's like better in a lot of ways, but it's a pipe dream for the most part. But anyway,
well, no, okay, with the grass-fed thing, like I don't eat it for the environment.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I eat it because I do think it's a better quality of meat.
For sure.
That's why I don't eat it. I didn't know that
respect.
was even. I didn't even know that was for the environment.
So think like half. Well, they say it is, but I contest that claim.
I didn't even know. Yeah,
I contest that claim, and it sucks because like, you know, like I think a lot of people are reactionary against the vegan thing because there's so many. It's like the SJW thing, right?
It's almost the same thing.
It's like I'm anti SJW because of, you know, and there's vegans that annoy the fuck out of me, you know, and I'm friends with hella meat eaters that I would trade for vegans because that's dumb, you know, and but the whole thing with like. My whole thing with climate change, it became the thing everyone's talking about, and I do think it's serious. But also, it's like we skipped over everything else, like the rainforest being 90% destroyed, literally 90%, dude. Like cut down for soy and meat and grazing and animal feed.
Soy boys.
Yeah, exactly. The ocean with the fish, 90% collapse of fishable species. Right?
Do you ever see that people defending that? I've seen that in like the Facebook comments when they show like hella fish belly up in the water and they're like, that's salmon. They do that once a year. like you ever see that people do that? It's like, and it works at Fish Corp. You're like,
yeah.
Like, but I don't know.
It's
those takes where it's like, what? Like,
yeah.
Okay, like I from my perspective, it's like I know shit's bad, but I'm kind of like you, where I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do? Because happens to me is I see it. It's just like how we talk about how people fight racism, right?
Yeah,
They do like they take the lowest hanging fruit and they're like, that's mine. Did that? This is what I did today. I made something happen. I got this person fired, right? I scolded this person who was idling their fucking Honda Civic for 10 minutes in my neighborhood trying to charge their phone. Like I told them, you can't do that, right? When really isn't, and I could be wrong here. I read somewhere that like 40% of like all these crazy emissions come from the fucking U.S. military.
I mean, that's a huge part of it. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know if that number's right. I know it's a considerable number where it's like, well, how do we change that? And I get kind of like discouraged where I'm like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah. No, and how could it not come from the military when all the money goes to the military? You know, it's literally just the economic pipeline of our world is the United States military, right?
Yeah, and we do it everywhere, so that's the problem.
Exactly.
If we were just doing it in the United States, people could cut us out of a lot of shit, man. Like,
no, dude, but people do the Trump thing. Like, Trump is not the climate change boogeyman. I'm sorry, dude. Like, you're a fucking lib if you think that. If you think,
okay,
you know, if you think that he's, I gotta say hi to the bro.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Shout out.
Yeah, but yeah, dude, it's like people like Trump's taking down the EPA, fucking, you know, he's firing people that think, and it's like, dude, if you knew what I knew about the EPA, you would not, you think you'd be like, Trump is like the least of our concerns when it comes to the EPA.
Right.
You know, they're not a progressive environmental organization.
Ever since I saw that Mark
so
Ruffalo movie about the fucking the dark water, it's called, and shit, with all that fucking like fucked up shit that was like in that soil, and it was found in it was from a place that was making the non-stick pans and shit.
the DuPont Teflon.
Yeah,
DuPont,
3M. Yeah, 3M. There you go. Yeah. And it was like all in the water, and this guy's cows were like fucking going insane and shit and all that. In fact, everyone was getting cancer, like horrible cancer that would kill them within like a month. So I see it like that's nuts, man.
Bro, the I mean, that's a huge one. That's like an isolated incident.
Right.
That still affects that town, you know, today. Oh, my cat's going
haywire. He's catting off.
And but in Oregon, I mean, this is the one that blew me away, that totally red pilled me to this shit, was Oregon, the Forest Service and with the U.S. government was spraying, you know, DDT and shit out of airplanes onto the forest, right? And there was a woman that lived in
I just picture the guy in the plane like, yeah, like letting it go.
It's like a lever. It's like
he thinks he's in the military dropping bombs. Like he's like, this is my time. Fuck off, Forrest. Like
it's like a cheesy like villain lever. Like, do you pull this for DDT and shit? Yeah, dude.
It says no DDT.
Fact. And it's exactly. No, but check this. So like fucking, and this is all the EPA, right? So there's this woman, Carol Baskin, I believe her name was.
Sick.
Who lived on a barn basically in the middle of the Oregon forest. Yeah, I think so. Right? Is that a?
I don't know.
Or Carol. It could be wrong.
Carol Baskin's Tiger King, so that's why I was.
Oh wait.
I know. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Fuck that.
That's fucking. Hang on, I need to look this up now. Hang on. I'm so dumb. Yeah.
No, I was like, damn, those two people having the same name suck. Yeah. Like
Carol Van Strom. Yeah, dude.
More like Carol Van Strom.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. No, but her and her family lived. So her and her whole family got.
You said a bunch of smart fucking things. Like you were just going off on hella smart shit. And you're like, and her name was Carol Baskin. This guy sucks. Like everyone listening to this, that shit is so funny, dude.
Carol Van Strom is hella cooler than Carol Baskin. I'll say that, dude. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hello, Tiger. Cool kittens and cool cats and kittens. Right? Yeah, that's her fucking tagline.
Funny, dude. Oh my god.
Bro. But the Carol Van Strom.
I don't know why. No,
I was like, this one down, dude.
No, I mean, on it, I do that every day with that. I was just in my head. I was thinking, like, dude. The fact that
fucking,
because I bought in, I was like, oh, her name's that too, like, sick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I was just like, man. So okay, but Carol Van Strom, right?
Carol Van Strom, her whole family got sick, her kids, from all the spraying, she claims, and it started this huge battle between her and the government, basically. And she amassed, this is again a conspiracy, but her barn burned down and her kids died in the barn, and like no one knows how the fire got started. Some people think it was little sketch,
what the fuck? No.
Yeah, that's not a proven claim or anything, but
no,
you know, it's like, but it was during the time when she was fighting this. But anyway, through her whole, like, just on her own, she was doing this. And
is the conspiracy theory that the EPA took her out?
No, well, yeah, or some forces like that, basically.
Right.
But the whole thing is which is honestly not that big a stretch, like compared to, like, you know, once you realize the things that people will do to, you know, like Monsanto and to hold power and stuff like that.
Dude, they'll fucking wave a corn cob in Neil Young's face, man.
Yeah, dude. But so anyway, she collected like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of documents through her whole life, fighting this, basically, you know, like getting this whole, you know, creating this map of what's going on with this corporate government regulation, you know, duopoly, basically. And she fucking actually, it was some of my friends that went and found all her. She gave all her papers to them, and they archived them, photocopied them, created the story basically behind it, put it out there. It's called Poison Papers. And basically what it revealed is, like the main takeaway is that the EPA doing testing on, we've introduced north of 70,000 novel chemicals into the environment in the last century, essentially, right?
Yeah.
That have never existed. Man-made chemicals never existed. Not saying all of them are bad or anything like that, but the testing that the EPA has done to pass these onto the market, claiming that they're safe, right, turns out to be essentially 100% fraudulent.
Damn.
Where you do testing on rats, for example, right? Where like you're gonna do a dose on a rat or a group of rats to see if it causes cancer or tumors or something like that. It's the point where like they literally had like rats dead in the cages, like melting through the bars, and they're like, okay, not gonna count that one, not gonna count that. And that's like how these chemicals came onto the market. Basically, it was them just being like, oh fuck it, we're doing science, and they're literally just like
science is occurring, folks.
Yeah, exactly, dude. So it's like, so when people like say Trump's disbanding the EPA, I'm like, fuck off, dude. Like, fuck off. I don't get
yeah.
He could cut that shit in half and it would not be as worse as what they've done. They're literally a corporate branch of government. They're a corporate.
I would get mad at what he would go off of instead of them, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
It's like when he took out shit from the World Health. No, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'd be leery that he would be doing it by means of being progressive in that field, right? Like, I don't think he's doing that to be like, they don't know. I know what's good for the world. Like, I don't. I think he's like, I don't give a fuck about the world. Fuck these people.
Oh, he clearly doesn't. Yeah, I'm not defending his intentions.
The only reason I say that is like.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't. I knew because I remember talking to you.
Trump is retarded on climate change. Like, let's be clear, dude.
Yeah,
yeah.
Our asterisk turded. Yeah. And exactly.
And it's
no.
But the thing is, it's just like it's like the similar thing. It's like the centrist Democrat liberal thing where you pretend one force is good and another force is evil, and it's like a good and evil thing when really it's all evil.
It's just Star Wars. All they're doing is Star Wars.
Exactly, dude. And you have to pretend.
And Darth Vader's cooler than anybody in Star Wars.
Facts, dude. Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry, Luke Skywalker, beta. Sorry. Like even Han Solo, it's like he's fine. You know what I mean? Like I like Han Solo. He's cool, but like it's like
he's just like a renegade that got looped in. If you really think about it,
because he came from the fucking shitty part. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
And then like all the fucking Sith Lord fools are sick. You're like, they're tight. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
what do you think about Kylo Ren?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even fucking like Star Wars. Not that I don't like it. It's like the newer ones were okay. And I remember telling somebody that I liked Solo. I liked the movie Solo. I was like, I like it, and they're like, it fucking sucks. And you're like, all right.
Yeah.
And they were fans. And
Solo was the best Star Wars movie
out of like these newer ones.
Oh, facts, dude. Did you, the one? There's my brother sent me this a while back. Have you ever seen? This is like the one good thing Saturday Night Live's done that I've seen in the last few years. They did undercover boss Kylo Ren version. it's hella funny. It's like Adam Driver and like the ship.
It was probably him, right? It was actually him.
No, exactly. And he's like, hey guys, and he's like strangling people with the Force against the wall, and they're like, hey guys, at the end, he's like, hey guys, just to let you know, I'm not really a mechanic worker. And they're like, yeah, you're Kylo Ren. We fucking know it is.
Yeah, that's good.
It was a pretty good bit. Yeah. So, but yeah, dude, it's just this environmental shit pisses me off because it's there are no good actors in this. It's sad, dude. It's fucking disheartening.
Yeah, I can see why you get blackpilled on it because I was kind of there without knowing anything. I was kind of like, all right, well, what the problem is, it's the same way I looked at COVID was like, okay, let's say that COVID is as severe as we all thought it was, right? Let's say that it was, right? And I don't even want to go super far into COVID. I think
are you saying it's not, bro? No, just kidding.
Look, we don't have masks on right now. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
no, my cat's about to get it.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it's funny. Like, what I'm saying is like they go after like the people not wearing masks when really it was a complete infrastructural organizational failure from any way you look at it, whether it's the scariest thing you've ever seen or it's not shit. It was failed by like our reaction to it.
And basically every take Trump had, the establishment had as well. Like when it comes to masks or travel ban or anything like that, like none of them are innocent. They all said the same stupid shit in February. is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
and Trump just didn't get the new emails of the new shit to say.
Exactly.
Trump's like, I thought we were doing the no mask. I thought the gyms were open. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And didn't what just came out with the CDC? What was the new thing that just came out,
man,
dude?
yeah,
Lay it on me. We don't have to get too into this, but
no, because okay, yeah, exactly. Because I do want to talk one thing before we go that's not related to this. But let me see. I have one. The CDC dropped some new, like, let me see, CDC. I think it was CDC Airborne was kind of the theme of it here.
Well,
I want to get the exact.
They flip flopped again on the.
Okay.
You know what they're doing is they're
the CDC, the airborne transmission. So let me get some.
You know what they're doing? They're doing this. That they're trying to ease out of the mask mandates and shit. They're starting to like.
Really? Yeah. See, I don't even hate the masks. So that's the thing. Like, they can do the masks. That's fine. I like just open shit up, man. Let people live their life. Like, that's just the way I am. But like, so the CDC abruptly removes guidance about airborne coronavirus transmission. It says update was posted in error. I post a lot of things in error.
My bad. Our bad.
Yeah, I post a lot of things in error, man. Yeah, tweet or what does it say? Like tweet deleted or on the bottom of the tweet. Like whenever somebody the tweet's not seen or something. Yeah, and so the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Monday abruptly reverted to its previous guidance about how coronavirus is transmitted, removing language about airborne transmission it had just posted days earlier.
Yeah.
A draft version of proposed changes to these recommendations was posted in error. And here it is. The guidance pertained to the way the novel coronavirus is spread. While it's known it can spread through droplets among people standing less than 6 feet apart, research has continued to explore how the virus suspends in aerosolized particles in the air and transmitted to people more than 6 feet away.
Yeah.
The CDC transmission, basically, that they went back on that.
Okay.
So it's
look at that. Sorry, that Trump falsely claims Ginsberg's final wish is a hoax. Look at that,
honestly, I didn't believe that either.
Yeah, okay.
Where she was talking to her dad. No, the wish, right? Because she was talking to her like niece, and it's like, we need to get rid of I forget what it was. It was just like something.
That's on you. You could have done that.
First off, that's on you. Classic liberal passing off your failure to the new guy.
On her dying death.
To the person who succeeded from your failure.
Yeah,
dude. Exactly. Anyways. But no, look, the CDC, I don't even, like I said, I think we need to stagger our COVID episodes. Like, I think, like, you know what I mean? We need to go COVID, and then we need to go. Yeah. So
there's something I want to talk about.
I had one.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. No.
What's your take? Because we're on climate change. What's your take on these fires, man? Because you're in Oregon, I'm in California. We're both seeing fires. Like, are these, I don't remember this many fucking fires.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Happening. So what is this shit, dude? I understand some of it's fucking, private utility companies lighting up California with bad transformers they haven't replaced in years. I understand that's that. But
it's, shit's changing. Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I think climate change is fucking real, and it's.
So you think are those climate change related?
Related, yes.
In your mind, I know obviously no one knows, but like
I think there is ways to do. I think we could I think it is climate change related, and it is it's out of all the climate change shit, the firefighting could be the one that we could handle the best. Sea rise, we're not gonna fucking handle that. You know what I mean?
No.
And no one knows. Like I said, no one knows how much the sea is gonna rise. Like people pretend like they know. We don't know.
Damn.
Because it's so many factors.
Are there sea rise guys that are like, nah, I got the number?
Well, there are people. Yeah, there's been doomers for like the last 40 years saying
it's profitable.
10 more years we're gonna be underwater. 10 more years we're gonna be underwater. So it's just like I just don't have any. I know the models are bullshit, and as a believer, as I know, like humans are destroying the environment. That's not a controversial topic.
Yeah,
there's endless evidence for that. But like we don't have to like. It's like trading. We don't have to try and guess the top. We don't have to try and like exactly know what the fuck,
Don't live bet in sports. Like if you lost a bet, don't fucking chase it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's I think the fires are for sure just part of some
sad
bigger
shit,
fucking
man.
thing, dude. And
I work with people. What we do is we go out and like we work in like on general construction with like utility companies. So right now it's kind of the fire areas that we're working in and stuff. And it's fucking sad shit, dude. Like you're seeing like only chimneys. You're just like driving through areas.
Yeah.
Like Bonnie Doon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is ironic. Holy shit. But the like Bonnie Doon, Davenport over there got smoked, dude. Like fucking it's terrible. Like just sad shit. And like you'll be, they'll have the roads shut down because you got to do work and stuff, like trim things and do all that kind of stuff. And and the people will come up and go like, hey, I need to get through. It's like, hey, we can't let anybody through. He's like, oh, I'm just like a claims adjuster. You know what I mean? Like, I get in. It's like, fuck, dude, this sucks. And it's like everybody. I mean, luckily, thank God they had it, right? I mean, it's like, but it's just like, it's so shitty. And the problem is like with the politicians, like Gavin Newsom like blames shit on like Republicans still. You know what I mean? In California,
bro.
And it's like, dude, this is your state.
Yeah.
Like you have all this homelessness. Like you have all this like fucking crazy technocratic bullshit happening.
I would if he signed 0 fracking permits, I would listen to him more.
Yeah,
but
instead of
he signed more than 1.
48.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Like he was just going like he's gonna portray it like he was doing autographs, like rapid fast autographs, and they were like those were all fracking bills. I thought I was doing autographs to kids. Yeah,
I love his fucking. He does like, dude, how beta is it when on your own Twitter account you post pics of someone took of you, like professional pics, like looking at the fires with like a North Face jacket on, like being like, heavens no, and it's like. He's like, someone needs to do something about this, and it's like,
and please wear a mask. You're like, for what? Why? What?
Yeah, dude,
yeah, exactly. And
I love how much the TrueAnon bros fucking hate Gavin Newsom.
Dude, he so sucks ass, dude.
Yeah.
No, and like I said, we're in California. This is so weird. He clings on to a couple things. Like he's like the guy that was like ahead of the curve on gay marriage. That was his thing. Like gay marriage, my thing when he was mayor of San Francisco, and then when he. Now his whole thing is like kind of the environment and stuff. California is progressive in the environment, which we're not, dude. Our fucking air sucks, dude. It's like the worst air ever. Like I swear to God, I go to every other state, like red states, everything. The fucking air is better. Like you know what I mean? And it's also this whole thing like workers, right? You're a worker in California. It sucks. You make like a lot of money. You tell people in other states like what you make hourly, and people are like, fuck, dude, like why don't you have a mansion? And you're like, no, actually I work in Milpitas, and I have to drive from fucking Tracy and Stockton every day because that's the only place I could buy a house, and I can't be late to work because
1 bedroom
because the Altamont Pass fucks me in the ass every single day. I can't be, you know what I mean? Like I can't be late to work.
No, it's fucking it's dystopian,
like dude. Exactly. And then he, like you said, he's standing in front of the fire. He's like, so sorry about your house. Like, and he just does like this Eeyore fucking bullshit. And like, I don't know, man. It's stuff that.
No, that's the thing. That's what I hate about the focus on the Republicans during COVID and the environmental crisis.
They're just fall guys, man. Fall guys.
It's all, dude. All the shit's going down in Democratic states. It's all going down. Like it's not enough, dude. Democrats aren't enough.
No,
it's like,
and in fact, they're in the way. If they weren't enough, that'd be cool because we know they're in the fucking way and they're enough.
I love the California banned menthol cigarettes. That was their big thing. That was their fucking thing, dude. It was like,
which is funny because everybody was like, dude, that's racist as fuck. Like, you know,
dude. Yeah, it is.
Like it's exactly like not Marlboro Reds, you know what I mean, or anything like that.
American Spirits. Yeah.
American Spirit.
That's like the college, like the white college bro. Like, give me a pack of those American Spirit yellows really quick, and it's like, nah, dude. Yeah, menthol.
Yeah, exactly. It's like menthol spirits. Like these are the ones. Dude. Sorry, and then and which is funny, and then I don't know. What did you want before we go? You said you had something you wanted to talk about?
It's slipped my mind, but we can get more into. We'll get some once we get our guests going. I got some fire guests.
Come on, man, line them up.
Because this environmental, that's like my big thing, and I just like. There's nothing that pisses me off more than neoliberal posturing on the environment when they're the cause of the fucking.
Because you understand the Republican side where it's like, no, I'm gonna put smokestacks on my fucking F-250, and I work at, even though I work at fucking Wells Fargo, you know what I mean? Like you understand like that mentality because you're like, dude, what I'm doing is a drop in the bucket compared to like the bills you're signing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, dude, Gavin Newsom is having fracking just fucking, and he lets private utility companies get away with years of no maintenance on all of their infrastructure, and it burns down the state. And he's like, "Oops." It's like, so I don't care about that. You drive a fucking. Here's Gavin Newsom charging his Tesla. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like, and in North Face,
Tesla.
He's a Tesla, bro. I don't know if he is, but I know he's got one. There's no. I will bet any amount of money that Gavin Newsom has a fucking Tesla.
At least one. And I did want to. We could end on. and we could honestly do a whole fucking episode on this, but we could just break the ice here on what we're talking about. This is kind of where I disagree with like the mainstream socialist thing, is the individual versus corporate, like where people are like, things are systemic, we need to attack the systemic problems to blah blah blah, and then but they use that as an excuse not to change their individual actions, you know, and no ethical consumption like under capitalism. And what's funny is ironically, you know, what people call capitalism, what the proponents of capitalism call capitalism, where they're like, it's free market choice, and that's how we have grass-fed beef now and organic stuff. No, but that's low key. You
fed grass to cows. That's how you have grass-fed beef.
But that's low key kind of true. Like I can go to the grocery outlet in Eastern Oregon, in fucking back, you know, like where that's fucking all Trump country and everything, and I can buy like spirulina and chlorella and vegan cheese and Beyond Meat and shit. That's kind of wild, right? And that's like,
dude, conservative people get down with shit like that, man. Like I know a few. Like the California's got that shit. And even if they're not conservative, they're kind of like Rogan conservative. You know what I mean? Like where Rogan's not conservative, but I mean he's labeled that way, and some people would be viewed. They're apolitical, but they're kind of just like
he's not a fucking like a tanky.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So there's dude, a lot of people eat that kind of shit. Like, and honestly, a lot of liberal people that are making fun of people going to Applebee's during COVID eat nothing but McDonald's. You just get it delivered from Postmates. Yeah. Like that's what I'm ethical consumption is, like not spreading COVID at Applebee's.
It's all branding. It's all branded. And that's the thing. Like, so what I'm saying is like there's just that brand of socialism where it's like no ethical consumption under capitalism while I slam down some McDonald's. And it's like, you could easily make a better choice than McDonald's and change the world.
Or even yourself. You could change yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's like a lot of these socialists, usually what's funny is it's the most intense ones, the most like tanky, the most fucking, you know, the most revolutionary quote unquote ones. They basically want socialized McDonald's and socialized Applebee's, and they don't want like a better version.
Everything in America is good. It's not available to everybody. That's their thing. And our take, and that's how it is with the healthcare. Like I'm telling you right now, like we've always said that we fucking are like Medicare for all, even under our system. I'm like that. Medicare for all. You need to be able to at least see the doctor and find out what the fuck's wrong with you.
But there's a way better system out there too. You know, it's like
stop there. I don't stop there.
Exactly, dude.
These people are like, nah, fuck that. Forced vaccines. I don't give a shit. Let's do it. Medicare for
all.
Pharma. Do all that.
They just want to change the shell of delivery, and that would be extremely dystopian in my view. Extremely dystopian.
Sure.
And ironically, like,
and would our obesity would go what up more high? Like it would be even higher. Like
exactly. And ironically, this is not a defense of capitalism, but there is a slight grain of truth element that capitalism does allow, like a choice that is like, everyone makes fun of like the LA foodie hippie type, but the thing is that shit is going to be mainstream in 50 years because that's just how these things cycle.
Already, you know? I think it might be less than that.
Yeah, but I mean mainstream. You know, where like,
dude, think about it. You're already seeing like beyond all this, like everywhere. 10 years from now, I think you're gonna 10. I'm giving you 10 years. And when I say mainstream, like yes, you're right.
This wasn't even. Remember us growing up in the 90s? It wasn't even a conversation. Dude. No, it wasn't even a fucking.
You got called words when you brought
kale,
that up. Yeah.
Look at kale, dude. Kale. Before kale became a thing, the number one purchaser of kale was fucking Pizza Hut or Round Table.
Oh, it was
lining their salad bars. Literally just on the side, bro.
What are you doing? Yeah. How dare you eat, sir? Put that back. Yeah, sir. That's a decoration.
Yeah. So that's like, again, that's not. It's like Richard Wolff says, markets aren't capitalism, right? Like that's a market decision of people. Hey, I want to eat kale now, right? And people evolve their consciousness and they make a different choice, better choice, worse choice, whatever.
Off the scale, man.
So like a lot of people say like that's like the Warren types, capitalist to your bones. Like that's a good thing that the markets allow, but I wouldn't say. It's not like there's a kale conglomerate that decides that. You know what I mean?
It's big kale.
Yeah. But I don't think. So I think we have to be careful with that shit. And I might be misconstruing it. Maybe someone can come on.
Well, and my pushback on that would be, and I don't even know if it's pushback, but my pushback on this would be Kush bomb. I'm about to drop a Kush bomb on you because I'm eating a rack of fucking ribs on my vlog, fucking telling you that you can't fucking do shit about it, and you just
want to grill, dude.
Yeah, I just want to grill all day. I just learned how to grill. I'm 34, like, but I don't even hate Matt like that. I just wanted
no, he's fun to clown on.
Of course, dude. At the end of the day, I will say your Patreon gets to a certain amount. You're subject to like anything I want to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
us too. Us. Yeah, exactly. Dude.
Well, that's why I don't want a Patreon, because I'll get offended. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But what's funny about all this, and I will push back a little bit, is like even if I do go plant-based, right?
Yeah.
And I do consider I consider that ethical consumption. Like I could see myself going like super plant-based, like sooner rather than later, like because I do like a lot of this stuff. But you then get into the labor part of plant-based foods.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's still better. It's still a net better decision than getting a fucking greasy ass burger from fucking Five Guys or something like that. But what I'm saying is you still are like, cool, like I'm having these soybeans and
avocados, dude, avocado
and shit. And the workers are shot by beanbag guns and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? You're okay.
I got a couple of responses to that. Number one is usually the people that are most concerned with the ethics of labor when it comes to agriculture, they are the same type of people that eat plant-based foods. So it's not like it's lost on them or us. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm talking about somebody newly switching over. Right?
Yeah.
So if you're somebody that's newly switching over,
how many non-vegans do you know that don't eat avocados? It's not like they don't. No. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm all of a sudden eating avocados now. And that's the thing. Meat will like always require more plants to be grown.
Of course.
Under industrial. So that's that thing. But yeah, I think it goes hand in hand. And there's for sure is a class of people that just completely ignores.
Because I know people who have no clue like about how they're getting their food. They're just like, I'm eating healthier, which it is healthier.
Bro, I heard this just shows like the fucking division of how crazy the fucked capitalism is, especially when it comes to grocery stuff. In Florida, they ran the numbers. They could raise like the price of tomatoes by like 10 cents in the store, and by doing so they could double the wages of every tomato picker laborer.
Sure.
And so where's all that fucking rest of the money going? You know, it's crazy. Dude.
No, it's horrendous. Like and that's the reason I say that is like I do think you will see some of these companies once plant-based foods start going. I think you are going to see some kind of like mistreatment labor shit that comes out about some companies. I just when the demand goes up, when the demand goes up.
Impossible Foods, I think they're shady as fuck personally. I think they're all kind of shady, but that one for sure.
That's impossible.
And but the one final thing, like let's come together and create an ethos of just a better system, like a standard of growing food that doesn't rely on poison, it doesn't rely on corporate technology. Like GMOs or whatever,
and eat fresh and stop worrying about preserving everything. That's
exactly. It's structural. It's like how we live in cities and how we transport things is all connected in ways that still blows me away. Still things I learn. But let's get a framework that's just, even if it's slightly better, of just like, you know, like just like with the bare minimum, we won't let this level of poison in our food. You know, like that's better than it is now. And then let's fucking socialize it so that the only people that can't eat organic tomatoes are fucking rich fucks that go to the farmer's market. Like that could be so easily done. That could be incidental, you know, given how much we subsidize meat and dairy, how much we subsidize the military.
So you're saying like under capitalism,
food could be free, dude.
Yeah.
Food could be free for everyone. Like literally it could be like the military is essentially free. Like we all pay for it. Right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Firefighters, stuff like that. Yeah.
We could all be crushing it every day with the dankest vegan organic food and even some animal products. Like I don't give a fuck, you know, like it's like whatever. Not everyone's gonna do it overnight. And the thing, you could cuck capitalism so hard. You could cuck all these fucking industries so hard by just making better food choices, which is like that's an argument for individual choice and education, right? Which is lost on a lot of the
you could still subsidize it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's lots of good research on like the true cost of certain foods and certain actions and things like that. And
I want to get into it. So we need to have one of your food bros on here too, because I want to get educated on the economics part of it. Because I you know me, you know I know a lot of shit. Like about personally what you ingest. But I'm saying like the I want to get some like the economic part of it, because I do want to become more of an ethical consumer, like and stuff like that. But I think we're pretty out of time. Actually, honestly, like, I think we blew through.
That was a good one. Thanks. I ranted a lot in that one. That was
no,
good.
I was. This is what I wanted to do. Like that was. Then Ruth died, and then she wanted to take up the first part of the episode. But
my dying wish is that someone fixes the mistake that I made for not retiring 10 years ago.
My dying wish is that, and then remember, the best part I forgot to say. Obama apparently took her out to lunch. This is a story. Obama takes her out to lunch.
Yeah,
and he's like, Ruth, got to talk to you real fast. Gonna need you to maybe step down. We could do a ceremony. We can do something large, a retirement tour if you'd like.
Yeah. Birthday cake or cake?
Birthday cake.
Yeah.
Pizza. I'm kidding. But and then she's like, Barack, who are you gonna get better than me? I don't know if that's how she talks, but she's like, who are you gonna get better than me? And then he's like, that's not the point. Like, you're going to die. Like, she's like, well, they're not going to be better than me. He's like, even if they're not, we don't want to lose your seat. And she's like, no, you're not going to find anyone better than me. And she's like warming up with the trainer on the side.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, she does those little pink weights with the runs.
Coach, let's work the short game today. I don't know if I have the deep ball in me. Yeah, it's just shit like that. I just laugh. But nonetheless, you follow us both on Twitter, CryptoSci. Glen Rockney over here. Rare Candy on YouTube. We just got a request to go on Pocket Cast, so I submitted it on Pocket Cast. A lot of people like to get their podcast from there, so it's on there now.
Yeah, no, just kidding.
It's fine. Once they learn the ABI,
I've never heard of it.
No, a guy hit me on Twitter and was like, hey, I want to listen. I don't have any of that stuff. Like, you should think about going to Pocket Cast or something like that. And it was cool. I just put the RSS feed and it just it wasn't any approval. It was just on there. I was like, oh, cool. And I just sent that guy back the link. He's like, sick. So it's on there now. If you do Pocket Cast, it's on there. So it's on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, and Pocket Cast. Check out the YouTube channel. I got my gambling show coming out usually every Thursday. I don't know if it's going to be Thursday this week. Probably more Friday, honestly. And then the Raiders are 2-0. So 2-0 since I started a podcast. I really wish people would stop congratulating me and thanking me for the Raiders record. I really need that to stop.
Just keep it going. Don't miss an episode, dude.
No, I got to do 2 a week. 2 a week.
Glenn Davis, dude.
Man. And that artwork. Yeah, thank you. Shout out. We got to get
you're getting called out for your Avi now hard, dude. I see it all the time.
Well, and here's
you're like, bro, dude.
My pinned tweet has my face in it all the time.
Yeah,
like my pinned tweet does. So it's like there's no research. It's the one click of research.
Yeah,
and you've debunked it. That's not him. It literally has my Twitter ad underneath there. It's one thing, and people will be like people have been following me for 6 months now. Or
we gotta find the real GR, dude.
Yeah. I fear what's gonna happen to him because of this. That's the one person I don't want to hurt during this whole thing is him. Dude, what if he's
COVID death, dude?
What if that's ethical skeptic?
Oh no, dude, no, that'd be so bad, dude. Oh my god.
He would have said something. He'd be like, hey, where'd you get that? I made a graph of everyone who's stolen my fucking picture, and it's not matching the other graph that I have from the mainstream media. But, Antifa must have stole that picture, but you Marxist. But nonetheless, good, check us out, and thanks to everybody that's been listening. I got a lot of people that seem to like the QAnon episode. I definitely got some dislikes on YouTube on that one too. Which if you click the who's ever clicked the dislike button? Nonetheless, all right, folks with an X.
Peace.